Oh, good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the First United Bank Center, where today the Lady Buffs collide with Eastern New Mexico. The Greyhounds coming over from Portales in an important Lone Star Conference clash. I'm Lucas Kinsey, joined by my broadcast partner, Kent Johnson. And KJ, wow, the Lady Buffs still feeling the electricity and all the momentum from a huge win Thursday night right here over Lubbock Christian. In that one, the Lady Buffs had to fight and won in the fourth quarter, outscoring LCU but winning by just 7 points. It was an electric atmosphere. A lot of confidence for this team that has now won 3 straight games, but the Lady Buffs, they're 8-2. They're still right there at the top of the Lone Star Conference standings. Your thoughts right now on Josh Proc's team?
They're still a work in progress. You know, you watch them play and you think, how are they winning these ball games? But what you can say about this team, and it really exemplifies the type of young lady that he brings in, they don't know when to quit.
Yeah.
They don't know when they've lost. They don't accept the fact that they are losing. And they just keep coming at you and coming at you and coming at you. And as a result, if the season we're in today, they've got a bye in the first round of the playoffs on March 1st. They're ranked 4th in the conference. Actually, they're tied for the conference lead with 4 other teams. And that is all you can hope for right now. You know, you look back at Thursday night's game, they scored just enough to win, but what they did was they held a very talented Lubbock Christian team to below 50 points for just the second time this year.
You know, and for West Texas A&M, they face an Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds team today that has a 9-win, 10-loss record. They're 5-8 in Lone Star Conference play under first-year head coach Megan De Los Reyes. But, Kent, this team, you look at what they did Thursday night, they nearly knocked off Cameron, the Aggies, who are a team that's up there at the top of the standings. Eastern lost 73-72, had a free throw that if it would have gone in, would have ended up sending the game to overtime. But this is a team that's playing very scrappy. They made 9 threes. The problem was they allowed Cameron to make 15 three-pointers. We have seen this team. We made the trip to Portales back in December when the Lady Buffs were able to defeat Eastern New Mexico 68-51. But you go back and look closer at that game, and it was close all the way until the fourth quarter.
Well, the Lady Buffs win over the Greyhounds was one of the Greyhounds' widest margins they've lost by this year. They've lost quite a few games of late. They've lost 4 of their last 5, but they've all been 5 points or less. You know, they lose, but they lose close. It's just a matter of when do they get over the hump.
For Eastern New Mexico, one of the players to watch this afternoon will be Ayanna McCurdy, a 5'9 senior transfer from Southeast Missouri State. She scored 24 points Thursday in that loss, and 14 came in the third quarter. Now, for the Lady Buffs, you talk about a performance that we're all going to remember. The fourth quarter, Madison Cast, in what she was able to do, pretty special. 5 straight trips. She scores 11 of her 13 points when the Lady Buffs needed her the most.
And I'll tell you a story that I found out last night from the game. Madison is on the floor doing her thing in the fourth quarter. She shot outside. She took it to the rack. Olivia Lewis gets off the bench, goes to the table, and she turns around and says, "Coach, who am I in for?" He says, "Go in for Madison. We're going to give her a break." Olivia shouted back to Coach, "No, she's doing great. I'm not going in for her." But that exemplified you never know whose night it's going to be in the spotlight. And Madison Cast on that Thursday night said, "I'm not going to let this game slip away."
Yeah, it was a great performance for Madison. It was also a great performance by Zam Roberts, the junior from Portales. She scored double figures for the second straight game. She had 17 points. 15 came in the second half, including 4 out of 5 from the three-point line. And so Zamri has really been picking up her game in the last couple of games for West Texas A&M. She's going to be extra motivated today, obviously playing her old team, Eastern New Mexico, but it helps a little bit for her and for Olivia Lewis and also for Josh Proc that they've already had this battle once, although it was down in Portales. Still a hard thing when you've battled for one side to go against that team, right?
Well, the hard part was going over to Portales and playing there, not just the Greyhounds, but Greyhound Arena, the fans. Come over here, you're wearing maroon and white, and they both will tell you right now they look a lot better wearing maroon than they did green because now they're at WT, and there's no hard feelings. They come out, they play the game, and try and win.
today will include what remains to be 6 games on the regular season schedule for West Texas A&M. The Lone Star Conference standings, we keep talking about this, 8-2. There are 4 teams at the top with 8 wins and 2 losses. Texas A&M Commerce, Texas Women's, Cameron, and WT. So the Lady Buffs, they've defeated Commerce. They lost to Texas Women's. They have yet to play Cameron. That's next Tuesday, right? Day after Valentine's Day. We'll be here for that one. And then you have Kingsville at 8-3, UT Tyler 7-3, Angelo State 7-3. They're playing some really good basketball. The Lady Buffs beat Angelo State last Saturday. So many teams at the top there, and every game is so important, including this one today.
Well, 2 of the remaining games, as you mentioned, Texas A&M, Kingsville, and Cameron, and they are all in that bunch of 8-2, 8-3 teams. You know, they still have to go to Silver City, tough place to play over at Drags Court. They've got International coming in here, but you still have the opportunity to knock off the teams you're tied with at the top. As I say, 4-way tie for first place right now.
All right, we got a big one coming your way. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, starting lineups and opening tip here between West Texas A&M and Eastern New Mexico. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center as we get set for the Lady Buffs taking on Eastern New Mexico, the Greyhounds. We'll look at first the starters for Eastern New Mexico. Their head coach, Megan De Los Reyes, her first season after spending several seasons as an assistant coach at Cal State Chico. And Coach De Los Reyes has a 9-win, 10-loss record, 5-8 in Lone Star Conference play. The starters today, Anisha Hurst, 5'8" senior from St. Louis, Missouri, 4.5 points a game for Anisha. One of the top scorers for the Greyhounds, Natalie Stice, number 4. She's a 5'8" sophomore from Tahoka, Texas, 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and she can hit the three-point shot as well. Number 12, Bella Stone, 5'5" freshman from South Medford, Oregon, scored 7 points, dished out 5 assists Thursday in the loss against the Aggies. Also starting for Eastern New Mexico, number 23, Ayanna McCurdy, 5'9" senior, originally from Philadelphia, 14 points a game, 8 rebounds, and in the loss back in December to WT, she scored 8 points. Number 35, a starter down inside for the post position, Kamira Decker, 6'2" junior from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, 7 points a game, 5 rebounds for Kamira Decker, and that rounds out the starters for the Greyhounds. Again, the two teams played back in December. It was a 68-51 win for West Texas A&M. At halftime, it was a 33-32 game. WT led by 4 points going into the fourth quarter, but outscored the Greyhounds 21-8 to come away with the 17-point victory. Now, on the other side, let's look at the starters for the Lady Buffs. 15-win, 9-loss record, 8-2 in conference play under first-year head coach Josh Prock. 224 career wins for Coach Prock. And again, the connection with Eastern New Mexico, obviously, he led the Greyhounds to 3 NCAA appearances and was named 2017 Coach of the Year in the Lone Star Conference back when he coached for Eastern New Mexico. Now coaching for the Lady Buffs, and he's got WT playing some outstanding basketball this year. The starters for today's game, number 11, Zamri Roberts, 5'7", junior from Portales, 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Number 21, Olivia Lewis, 6'2", senior from Las Lunas, New Mexico. Olivia, 8 points, 8 rebounds per game, and 49 shot blocks on the season. There's Olivia right there, been a huge factor for WT this year. Number 23, Carly Machenbacher, 5'8" sophomore from Moorhead, Minnesota. 10 points a game, 8 rebounds, providing toughness, scoring, rebounding, whatever you need. Carly has done it this season. Number 30, Lauren Taylor, 5'10" junior from Collierville, Tennessee, 8 points a game, 4 rebounds for Lauren Taylor. And inside, number 33, Jayla Burgess, 8 points a game, 6 rebounds for Jayla. She had 4 blocks Thursday in the win over Lubbock Christian. Also had 5 rebounds and 3 points for West Texas A&M. Again, the Lady Buffs defeat LCU 55-48. And so many things that were impressive from that victory. One of the things we were most impressed with, though, Kent Johnson, was the WT defense. They held the Lady Shaps to only 28% shooting. They made it hard all night long for LCU to score.
Yeah, defensively, they never let up. But that's kind of what we've seen from this team, and that's kind of the hallmark of what the Lady Buffs are right now. Their shooting can be hit and miss, but they have rarely slacked off on defense. As I mentioned, 48 points from a team as strong as Lubbock Christian. Only the second time this year they've not scored at least 50.
Officials for today's game, Chet Martin, Randall Arbuckle, and Brian Hutton, as Chet Martin tosses the ball in the air. Tip controlled by West Texas A&M, and we're underway. Glad to have you with us today. Lucas Kinsey, joined by my broadcast partner Kent Johnson, Thunder Vision production team, your director today, Jamie Abbott. And here we go. Lady Buffs start with the ball first. Lauren Taylor has had some hot shooting of late. Missed that shot. There's Machenbacher flying in for her first offensive rebound of the day. Burgess will turn and softly put the 2 in. You just get these flashes from number 33 that are so talented with what she can do when the basketball's in her hands. Had a great defensive game, obviously, Thursday. There's a left-handed 3 put up and missed by Anisha Hurst. But this is exactly what you want to see, this West Texas A&M team collectively, everyone doing their part and getting better as the year goes on. Jayla Burgess hits another soft jump shot there, and quickly it's 4-0 WT.
Aggressive drive by Machenbacher. Ball knocked away. Burgess is right there, and she did not hesitate with the shot.
Greyhounds in the road gray unis. And a strong take right there. Score for Ayanna McCurdy. Again, 24 points, 9 rebounds Thursday at Aggie Gym. She's a special player. Ball nearly turned over and is turned over. Pass stolen away, and here come the Greyhounds. Bella Stone will go through defenders, but can't get the shot to fall as she was having to try to put it over Olivia Lewis. And so it will go back to West Texas A&M.
The first meeting between these two teams, Lady Buffs forced 25 turnovers. That'll be a key today.
Yeah, Eastern did not take care of the ball. Lady Buffs turned the 25 turnovers into 21 points. Taylor collects the pass just off the mark, and then her shot does not go, so Eastern will push ahead. McCurdy lost the ball. But in the process, a foul is called. They call an offensive foul.
Double whammy. Turn the ball over and get charged with the foul.
Late call there as Coach De Los Reyes talking with one of the officials Not sure about that call, but it's going back to WT. 4-2 lead, and Lewis thought she had Taylor inside. Good steal by Eastern New Mexico. They race to the other side. Wow. Count the bucket. Some speed by Natalie Stice, as right now Eastern seems to have the game plan of get the ball down the court in a hurry. Tied up 4-4. Here's a look at that last play. The foul against Matschenbacher, her first. 3-point play converted at the free throw line, and Eastern has its first lead, 5-4, 7:30 to play, first quarter. Here from the First United Bank Center. Zamri Roberts off the bounce. Her jump shot won't go. And a good strong rebound by Bella Stone. Ball goes through the hands of McCurdy. Eastern turning the ball over to high rate. Good pass in transition. Lauren Taylor finishes. Good assist from Taylor Williams.
Give the assist to Sam Roberts.
So the lead back to WT, 6-5. McCurdy, they're going to give her some space. Stone given space on the three-point line. Fires up her shot, no good. Taylor's shot won't go. Good hustle by Warren, though, to track down the offensive rebound. And now WT will be patient. Good look. Another beautiful pass from Taylor Williams. This time she finds Burgess, who already has 6 points.
Yeah, Jayla offensively being very aggressive.
Eastern will dump it down inside to Decker. Good post moves inside. She scores. She fakes to the inside, turns over the right shoulder, and scores it over Madison Cast. Roberts for two. She got it. They ran the pick and roll. Eastern got lost defensively. That left a lot of room for Zam Roberts, and she hits the shot. This is the hottest offensive start early in the game we've seen WT have in quite some time, but Eastern keeping pace. Decker scores, this time on the left block. Now, we've been in some games lately, Kent, where the score at the end of the first quarter was barely 10 points, right? It's already 10-9.
Eastern New Mexico obviously wanting to push the tempo here. Lady Buffs playing right with it.
Williams tries to throw it inside the cast, but too many hands. So the ball's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Buffs with 16 seconds on the shot clock, and subs in. Matschenbacher, Lewis, Haley Jansen's in for the first time, and also Asia Himer, true freshman who scored 4 points Thursday night in the Lady Buffs win. Lewis has the ball knocked out of her hands. Good defense by Kamira Decker. When these two teams played in December, Lewis made it hard for the Greyhounds inside. She had 12 points, 8 rebounds, and she also had 5 shot blocks. Williams will pull up and hit a two.
Taylor Williams.
Watching her development as this season's gone on has been a lot of fun.
There's the shot blocking ability we were talking about. Lewis affects that shot. The follow no good by McCurdy, and the Lady Buffs in transition now. Lewis will try a three and hit it. I'm surprised, Kent, because she doesn't do that much. She's only a 15% three-point shooter, but Olivia wanted that one, and she hit it. How many has she hit?
2, well, 3 now.
Okay.
And that's her 14th attempt.
Well, she was locked in there. That must have been her spot in pregame warm-ups. Good defense by Lewis on the other side. The shot won't go for Decker. It's a 6-point lead for the Lady Buffs. They seem to be playing with a lot of confidence right now. Matschenbacher will put up a 2 that rattles in and out.
You have a signature win on Thursday night. You can't stumble on Saturday.
Good defense by Carly. Ball popped free out of the hands of Stice and into the hands of Asia Himer. Already, Lady Buffs have forced 4 Eastern New Mexico turnovers. Jansen's will take it to the rack, but the ball falls just short. Good drive. Now the Greyhounds push ahead, and a 3 off the mark. Quick shot Lady Buffs get the rebound.
9th rebound by the Lady Buffs already.
They're going to leave Jansen's open for 3, and she hits that shot. Knock it down. Haley Jansen's. The offensive explosion here in the first quarter. Lady Buffs double up Eastern New Mexico with 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. It's 18-9 West Texas A&M. Some hot shooting as the Lady Buffs up early. We're back after this timeout.
Free tickets to Lady Buff home basketball games and also for all W.
J. Ferg Roofing has been protecting our community for 15 years. With more than 30,000 homes and businesses protected by our roofing work, we're proud of our ability to provide efficient, lasting solutions for your roofing needs. What makes us stand out from the competition is that we work for you, with dedicated team members who guide you every step of the way. That is the J. Ferg advantage. Quality, experience, fast pass scheduling, customer rewards. We have it all. Call J. Ferg Roofing today for a free inspection. We are J. Ferg Roofing. We are more.
Welcome back to the First Night Bank Center. Lady Buffs on an 8-0 run have held the Greyhounds scoreless over the last 2:14, have an 18-9 lead.
A lot of threes that are falling right now for WT, KJ.
Olivia Lewis knocks one down. When that's happening, good things are going your way, but got to like the defense the Lady Buffs are playing, forcing turnovers, getting rebounds, not making life easy for the Greyhounds.
That's a good, strong move inside for Eastern New Mexico. This time, give it to number 43, Mimi Amond, 6'3" senior out of Dallas, transfer from Louisiana Tech, and it seems to be Eastern's strength so far. There's a tough shot that Jansen's had to take, falling away from the defense, but Eastern having some success Kent inside the paint. Yep. This time, Stice will try a 3, and it goes into the hands of Macaulay Gregory. Lady Buffs using their bench early in this one. Ball poked free. Close to a backcourt. Good defense, forces a tough shot from Taylor Williams. And Taylor, nothing but nylon. Amon goes at Lewis. Can't draw the foul. Another good rebound. Quick shot. They're all falling right now. He-Mare is able to hit it. And right now you've got an offense that it's contagious the way that they have started.
Yeah, 10 of 18, 53% from the floor. Bottle it up and keep it.
A lot of games, Coach Brock after the game will say, we trust the defense. We know the offense will come later, right? This time the offense is coming quickly.
The offense showed up.
Good spin move in the paint, but a travel is going to go against Julia Chavez.
Another observation, we've commented so many times this year how the Lady Buffs start slow and finish strong.
Sure.
They come out of the chute today.
Makes it even more dangerous.
And Jayla Burgess.
13-2 run for the Lady Buffs over the last 3.5. Defensively, they've limited the Greyhounds one of their last 7 from the floor.
And a travel on the other side. Zam wanted to go down inside to Burgess, but she was covered up. Good defense by the Greyhounds that time. So it's Eastern basketball, 1 minute, 30 seconds to play. First quarter, high-scoring affair so far, 23-11. WT leads. Spin move by McCurdy, lost the ball, goes out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover. And that has been a problem for the visitors in the first quarter. 5 turnovers committed by Eastern New Mexico. Here's Gregory, thought about pulling the trigger. Gregory will fire up a three. That was on the mark, but came off the back rim. Lady Buffs still on a 13-2 run. Stice will try to change that. That shot, how did that not go down? The three was in and out. Roberts pushes ahead. Cast will turn, and that shot went the other night.
Several times.
Off the backboard, but this time it's no good. Ball back to Eastern New Mexico. Lady Buffs shooting 50% from the field, 10 of 20, including 3 out of 6 from the three-point line. Eastern New Mexico just 33%. They are 0 for 5 from beyond the arc.
Only one free throw by both teams here in the first period.
It's going to be a whistle. They get a foul against Cast.
We'll try and get a camera down there a little later. Hunter Hughes just walked in with the wagon wheel. Just to give our friends from Portales an opportunity to see what it looks like.
I see it down there. And that is not a light object down there. It's pretty heavy.
Wagon wheel, of course, the traditional trophy given to the winner of the Buffalo's Greyhounds football game.
Mimi Ahmad, the Greyhound shooter.
Have had the fortune to keep that thing in Canyon, Texas for the last 3 years.
One shot.
First free throw good for Amon. And she hit them both. Good, strong play inside for Eastern as they have 10 points in the paint. So 10 of their 13. We're down to 20 seconds left in the quarter. 10-point lead for the home team. Burgess gets it inside. Now they go to Cast, and Cast puts it off the backboard, scores it. Good job of being patient. Double team never came, so Madison scores points. 2 seconds. Stice at the buzzer. It's no good. What a strong start here for the Lady Buffs. They lead it after one by the score of 25-13. We'll take a timeout, come back with second quarter action. You're watching the Lady Buffs and the Greyhounds here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. After the first quarter of play, the Lady Buffs lead 25-13. Strong offense and pretty good defense as well.
11 of 21 from the floor. I like that. You got to love 25 first quarter points. You got to like forcing 5 Greyhound turnovers. Those turnovers aren't leading to points, but they're stopping Eastern New Mexico from scoring. And you got to like balanced scoring. You've got 8 Lady Buffs have already scored.
Yeah.
And that is kind of a carryover from what we saw Thursday night.
Yeah, this is definitely a team that you feel like every player is locked in, and when they come on the floor, they're ready to go, ready to produce, whether it be offensively or defensively. That ball thrown between over two defenders over the offensive player and out of bounds. So not the way that Eastern New Mexico wanted to start the second quarter with another turnover. That's the 6th turnover now. Ball back to West Texas A&M. Lucas Kinsey alongside Kent Johnson. Glad to have you with us today. We'll have the men's game following this one as the WT men look to get back on the winning side of things after suffering a loss Thursday to a very talented Lubbock Christian team. Here's a shot that is good. Zam, knock it down.
You know, I'm still trying to come to grips with the fact we've only got 2 more weeks of the regular season left. March is almost here.
Shot is up off the mark, missed inside by Amon. Lewis brings it down. And this is a different look as the season's gone on. Coach Prock has gone more sets to where Machenbacher runs the point guard, Zam runs the 2, and you give Carly opportunities to do what she did there, which is drive.
Yeah, Carly's the driver and Zam's the outside shooter. It works.
Eastern played that one well. So they get the ball back as Hurst brings it up. Under 30% shooting now for Eastern. Trapped inside, that was Laura Rowe. Now Hurst will work on Machenbacher. Hand it to McCurdy, had a shot, and then Lewis knocked it out of the air. Almost seems unfair. She's got a wide open layup, and then Lewis does what she does best. Well, she's going to try another 3, and it almost went in.
She gave it a look.
She did. 1 of 2 now from the three-point line for Lewis.
Another one.
Goodness.
And gets the rebound. Wow.
If she had any eligibility left, Kendra Potts may think about putting her up on the front line, right? Just time it up, Olivia, and just block it down. A foul whistled on the other side defensively against
frustration
Eastern.
Foul by Bella Stone there. She literally had a steal on Lauren Taylor, and Lauren took the ball right back. Stone came back, reached around from behind.
You know, the casual basketball fan says, well, of course you should be a good shot blocker. You're 6'2", almost 6'3", but there's a lot of things that go into it, KJ.
Yeah. To block the shot and not get called for a foul.
And Olivia Lewis, one of the best in the country. Burgess double team. Good pass to Lewis. Got in trouble and threw it away.
Got up in the air and didn't know where it was going. That's right.
They'll race to the other side, and that's a nice shot. Bella Stone, the floater in the paint, puts it off the glass. And WT now in a scoring drought that is 2 minutes long. Lewis, triple teamed. Taylor from the right wing, no. So the shots have gone cold here in the second quarter for West Texas A&M. And here is Eastern. They'll try to drive inside, miss the shot, and Janssens tracks down the rebound. Haley will push ahead. Coach Prock frustrated. He felt the ball needed to be passed ahead to Zam. They'll get it to Zam now, and the ball stripped. It will stay with the Lady Buffs. Machenbacher to throw it in with 6:41 to play before halftime. Good defense by Eastern, denying the Lady Buffs. And Carly had nowhere to go with the basketball. 5-second violation, gives it back to the Greyhounds. Coach Prock showing some frustration, saying, ladies, we can't just sit back after a 25-point first quarter performance. They only scored 3 so far in the second quarter here. Good defense by Machenbacher, cuts off Stice. Stone goes at the defense. Janssens thought that she had a shot block.
Haley Janssens draws that foul.
So that sends the true freshman from South Medford, Oregon, to the free throw line.
At the line shooting for
where Eastern today is a perfect 3 out of 3 at the charity stripe. Lady Buffs have not shot a free throw yet. Make it 4 for 4 for Eastern.
One shot.
Got them both. Slow second quarter here for WT, but still they lead by 11. Good drive by Janssens in between two defenders. Late whistle comes. And it's going to be a foul against Eastern New Mexico. Coach De Los Reyes really felt like that Janssens was bailed out that time, but it was a good drive by Haley. See if she can knock down some free throws. First one's good for Haley. So the Lady Buffs knock off Lubbock Christian Thursday night. You wonder how LCU would bounce back. They are on the road today at Aggie Gym, doing just fine. After the first quarter, LCU leads over Cameron 23-7. They take away the second free throw from Janssen. Said the Lady Buffs had a lane violation. You rarely see that called. So only one of two free throws count for Haley. Good defense. Janssens takes the ball away, and in the process gets fouled. Frustration foul coming in there from Eastern New Mexico. Natalie Stice picks up the foul. Good hustle. Look at this one again. We got the replay here. You see Janssens. We've seen this so much this year. You know, Kent diving on the floor, going after loose balls. Look at Janssens here. And she just got it back. Good hustle. Burgess inside the cast, misses on the first attempt. Second one just pops out. So Cast will still get two free throws. And the foul went against Eastern New Mexico, Anisha Hurst.
Her first, fourth team foul.
Quickly, a couple of other scores from Lone Star Conference play. Angelo State at home today against Texas A&M International. That's a big game with both of those teams, the way the conference standings look. Angelo State leads 22-20 early second quarter. They have proven this season it's a tough place to win at the Janelle Center, as the Rambells have been very good at home. Cass makes the first and then hits the second free throw as well. A little bit of a trap by WT trying to force a turnover. Instead, Eastern, great passing. Get the layup to Stacy Ajobiaway. I worked on that one, Kent. 5'11" sophomore
I'll
from
take your word for it.
Riverside, California. Taylor Williams, her two-pointer is off the mark. And Ajobiaway with a strong rebound. So now Eastern has cut this lead back to 12, nearing the media timeout. 4:50 to play before halftime. Stice trying to do it all, in trouble. And before she almost traveled, but before she did or the ball went out of bounds, they call a foul against Jayla Burgess. So it'll be Eastern New Mexico's ball after this media timeout. 4:43 left in the second quarter. Lady Buffs cruising right now. They lead 31-19. We're back with more hoops action after these messages.
Offering official WT gear at unbelievable prices. Get out there, check them out before the end.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Lady Buffs with a 31-19 lead, 4:43 to play here in the second period. WT, Lucas, 52% in the first period, 14% from the floor in the second period. Good news is the Greyhounds aren't doing much better, just 2 of 6. Lady Buffs out-rebounding the Greyhounds 19-13. Eastern has turned the ball over 7 times, but the Lady Buffs have turned it over 5 themselves.
You know, the offense will come and go, as Josh Brock will say, but the defense remains steady. Play tough D, it gives yourself a chance every time. Taylor takes it to the hole, absorb the contact, and finish.
Lauren Taylor.
And we have seen Lauren Taylor doing that a lot more this season. She's been very aggressive. That's what the Lady Buffs need. Speaking of aggressive, McCurdy will take it right at Burgess and draw a foul.
Lady Buff foul. That's personal foul number 2 on WT's Jayla Burgess.
You know, KJ, you talk about head coach Megan De Los Reyes. Again, her first year at Eastern. Comes over from Cal State Chico. She spent some time at Southern Oregon. Was a graduate assistant at Alaska Anchorage. She's originally from Dalton, Massachusetts, so kind of been all over the country. She's got a tough assignment and doing a good job in Portales because this is a program that up until this season, I mean, it'd been a long time since they'd even played.
Yeah,
because of COVID and issues.
The state shut down, and it's been 2 full years. Not just played, but practiced.
Yes.
They had no athletic activity.
Himer dribbles out of bounds. That's good defense.
Yep.
Anna Nussbaumer, freshman from Clovis, New Mexico, comes over and forces the turnover. That's a great last name, by the way. If she makes a 3.
The Bomber?
Yeah, the Nussbaumer.
Now, how many people know that everyone thinks of Josh Prock as being Boomer Sooner? He's a native of Clovis.
Yes. Obviously a graduate assistant coach under Kelvin Sampson at Oklahoma, but
great stories.
Good defense by Janssens again. McCurdy's able to get the miss back, though. Shot clock at 8 seconds and another steal.
Yeah, good defense by Madison Cast. Janssens comes up with the ball, but it was Madison that denied that inlet.
And Gregory's 3 won't go. All those shots were falling in the first quarter. Now they're just praying for one to go in. 33-21. Lady Buffs still lead because of their stout defense. Shot put up. A lot of contact. 2 players collide to the floor for Eastern, so it's a 5-on-3 break for WT, and they take a 3, and the ball goes out of bounds. That is not going to make Coach Prock happy. You have a 5-on-3, KJ. You need to get the ball inside.
Numbers, you got to take advantage.
Carly Machenbacher also checking in, number 24.
A little over-anxious on the offensive end there, but
and
up 12.
Nussbaumer thought she was fouled. She hit the floor very hard, but the officials saw as the defense for WT was straight up, and they did not call the foul. WT, 1 of its last 9 shooting from the field. They dump it inside. Ajobi away, in and out.
Moss Barker yet to score here in the first half. She started slow Thursday night, too.
Yeah. Jillian Sowell into the game. She steps on the out-of-bounds line, and Coach Prock is telling her, shoot it, Jill, shoot it, let it fly.
Substitution returns Olivia Lewis for Madison Cast.
25-13 was our score after 1 quarter. 33-21 here. Eastern doesn't have a field goal in over 3 minutes. Lady Buffs are 1 for their last 9. The drive by Stice, and she's able to draw a foul against Sowell. Natalie, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Really a strong performance Thursday in that loss against Cameron. Eastern, in that loss, shot 44%. They outscored Cameron 34-16 in the paint. Again, the problem was they allowed 15 three-pointers. It was interesting the way the game ended. Eastern, after a 2-point shot was made by Cameron with less than 3 seconds remaining, Cameron fouled. Eastern went to the free throw line, made 1 of 2 free throws, and the game ends at 73-72.
You make them both, you're going overtime.
And then on the men's side, it was a 1-point win for Cameron over Eastern's men.
Yeah. Eastern's men are really on a skid right now.
The Greyhound women have cut this Lady Buff lead to 10, nearing 2 minutes to play. Eastern has really locked in on the defensive side in the second quarter. Good catch. Janssens throws it inside to Lewis, and she rips it away. Coach Prock has called her before his Gronk, right? He brought Tom Brady and Gronk with him from Portales. Good catch inside by Gronk.
Olivia is no Gronk. She's nicer than that.
That's right. You're right. But she can snag the basketball just like Gronk can a football. There's a layup that is missed by Stice, and the ball will go back to West Texas A&M.
You know, last night we had our Hall of Champions inductions, and we had a nice dinner prior to the induction ceremony. And members of our SAC team, Student Athlete Advisory Committee, were there. Olivia Lewis is the women's basketball representative, and seeing her in an environment where she is engaging with people that she's not familiar with. You know, there were fans there, but there's a lot of people she didn't know. And watching her, she is such a mature and polished young lady. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Coach Prock knew whenever she announced that she was going to come to West Texas A&M play one more year, he knew how valuable she was going to be for lots of reasons. There's a three that's hit. They finally get a three to fall. Eastern does. They were 0 for 6 before that shot was made by Stice. 9-point lead, so the Greyhounds chipping away at this lead. Lady Buffs led by 12 after the first quarter.
Crowd getting a little restless.
Lewis outside to Machenbacher. The three is up, and the three is good.
Let Minnesota know that Machenbacher is well and fine.
The 2-point shot missed. Janssens, she has been really good on the boards. 5 rebounds in this first half. Haley's fouled after the rebound, so she gets a chance to make some free throws on the other side. Speaking of Hall of Champions, Kent, you're going to get a chance to visit with one of the players, former Lady Buff players that was awarded last night, Hall of Champions recipient, Shantiqua White. Most of the fans knew her just as Sean.
And, Sean White is going to be with us. And one of my favorites, one of Buff Nation's favorites, of course, was a member of that national championship runner-up team. Played for both Krista Gerlich and Mark Kellogg, and is doing well in life after basketball. We'll visit with her at halftime.
Janssens able to make one of two, so it's 39-26. A steal. Sowell takes it away. Lady Buffs have it with 15 seconds left. Nearly turned over, but Gregory saves it. Now Machenbacher checks the clock, 6 seconds. Go to work, Carly. Gregory at the half. The three is no good. And that's how we will end in the second quarter. Lady Buffs will take a 13-point lead to the locker room. They lead 39-26 over Eastern. We'll step aside. When we come back, I'll visit with men's associate head coach Chris Gove. We'll have stats for you. And then later in the halftime, Kent will visit with Shantiqua White. You're watching Lady Buffs basketball here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. At halftime, the Lady Buffs lead 39-26 over the Greyhounds. So a 13-point lead for head coach Josh Prock's team. We're at the break, so have a chance to visit with men's associate head coach Chris Gove. Coach, thanks for coming up and taking time to visit with us. Your coffee smells great, by the way. Bring that coffee up here.
It is. I was on my way in, and I had live stats going. I didn't know if I had time, and they hooked me up, and I got in here right on time. So thank God for Journey Coffee.
Okay, so you got your coffee. You're ready to go. We're excited to see the Buffaloes today, and a lot of times when the team is coming off of a loss, we see a great performance. Thursday night, it was a tough one. Buffs battled back, got down big at the start of the second half, but then battled back, lose just by 9 points to a very talented Lubbock Christian team. Your thoughts, coach's thoughts after that game Thursday and what was one that was tough?
Yeah, we really laid an egg, I thought, but it happens. You just got to move on. We're really close to being a great team. We're really close to being a poor to average, but. I look at it, and I'm just going to sidetrack all our basketball talk. Normally I do this with Kent. But,
no, it's great.
But over that week and a half road trip we had, and I didn't talk about this with Kent Thursday, Tom won his 200th game.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't bring that up at all. And there's times where, like yesterday, we laid an egg. We're still sitting here at 20-6.
You're in the middle of a grind.
Yeah. Zach Toussaint just lost his 10th game of his career. He's in the locker room like somebody shot him. And there's times where you got to enjoy this stuff.
Sure.
This is a great game, the things we have going on and what's going on. And I want to go back because Kent and I, we didn't talk. This is the first time we could do it. Tom winning his 200th game in less than 8 full seasons. He had a COVID year last year. And you come in and what he did 8 years ago. We took over. The team finished last.
Yeah.
Had to clean house. And within that, I want to enjoy some of this stuff. I want to enjoy the game. And sometimes thinking about that, I'm thinking, are our guys putting too much pressure on it where, hey, we have to win. We have to do this because we're WT. We laid an egg. We get to go have our shot here. But, Tom winning his 200, we didn't talk about it. Should be talked about because we got in this league, and when he came here, I know there's plenty of people in this area going, what are these northern guys doing? He's got no chance. It was great. You had the Tarleton coach, the Commerce coach, coming up and telling him, hey, you're not going to be able to do it how you do it.
Right.
Kind of proving them wrong, and those guys are gone also, So it's been a lot of fun, and what Tom has done with this program really is cool. He doesn't want to talk. He does not like attention like that, but what he did is just phenomenal here and where he's got it.
You're exactly right, Chris, and he would say if he were sitting here, don't forget about this guy, Chris Gove, and also Quincy Henderson as well. Great staff that you guys have kept together, and you're exactly right. I think that when you say something like that, it makes it feel where the fans, we get spoiled, right? I mean, we've a lot of wins, and very few times, especially on this home floor, where somebody comes in and does give the Buffs a win.
I think the fans are like us. I mean, we went home and we were distraught and everything, and then you take a step back and you look, and it's a great group of guys. We've got a great young team. They're great guys. They're working hard, and they're laying it out there. We got to get better with them. We got to get them smarter. But you look at what we lost and how the transfer portal and everything got filtered. Is that even a word? Maybe it's a northern word.
It's a northern word.
Who the heck knows? But you look at Northern State as comparable to what we lost. They had players all leave. They're in a crappy conference, the league that we came from. Northern Suns average at best for a league, and they're a little over 500. They're going to have to win their tournament. Here we are still right in the middle and fighting for stuff. Everything is still in front of us. The conference title is gone and out of it, but we can still build for that conference. We're close to being probably a 2 seed in the regional. We're close to being out of it. And that's the difference right now. We got to get better. We got to go after it. We got to get smarter.
And you get a chance today. So what do you expect to see today from the Buffaloes maybe that you didn't see enough of Thursday?
I don't know.
Okay.
And that's the thing. We go, our guys care, but that's how it's been. We still don't know.
It's up and down.
We don't know. Right. And you see it in practice. When we put people out there, we still don't know what we're going to get. You watch Cameron Bell right now. You know what you're going to get out of him.
Yeah.
On both ends of the court. We have other players. We put them out there. We have no idea what we're going to get, and we got to keep working with them, developing them. but we're still fighting that rotation where we don't know who's playing when, and this is the deepest it's ever been with us, not just in the 8 years here, but in the, our first year, which I look back with fond memories. That's my nephew Tommy and Eric Mosley, and we only had 10 players, so you had your role, you had to play. And there's Eric Mosley, 140 pounds, falling into everybody, and what a great player he turned out to be, and what a great group. And that group set the tone. We've got to keep just going at it and
play with confidence,
a good attitude, and go, and hopefully we can all play together and have fun doing it.
That's what we're looking forward to. The West Texas A&M men will take on Eastern New Mexico following this one. We're at the break. Halftime, 39-26. The Lady Buffs lead over Eastern New Mexico. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have some stats for you, and Kent Johnson will have a chance to visit with Sean White, one of the Lady Buffs that was honored last night in the Hall of Champions. We're back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference. Years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center halftime, where the Lady Buffs hold a 39-26 lead over Eastern New Mexico. And as we mentioned earlier in the first half, this is Hall of Champions weekend at West Texas A&M, where the university inducted 7 former student athletes and lifelong Buffs and Lady Buffs into the Hall of Champions last night. A wonderful event. We just recognized them again on the court here at the First United Bank Center. And one very special young lady who was inducted last night, you know her, Lady Buff Nation, basketball All-America Sean White, native of Dallas, Texas, was an All-America for the Lady Buffs, helped lead Mark Kellogg's squad to a runner-up finish back in 2013. And judging by the cheers that she received when she was introduced, well remembered, revered, and loved by Buff Nation. We're glad you came back. Tell us what life has been for Shaun White since leaving WT. You've gone back home to Dallas and undertaken some great things.
Yes, I've moved back to Dallas. When I got back to Dallas, I was working at the Dallas County Juvenile Center. I worked there for 2 years. Then I moved on to DFW International Airport. I work within their DPS sector under the security division. I'm a compliance inspector. I deal with a lot of federal regulations and making sure that the contractors or within the federal regulations needed to be able to work out there and do construction and different projects and things of that nature. And I decided at the same time now to start working on my master's, getting it in criminal management and administration. I'm working on a certification at the same time in crime analysis. So with me being at the airport, and there's so many avenues, hopefully I'm able to become an intelligence analyst out there or get within the FBI somewhere in that kind of sector.
So you're not interested in being a beat officer, so to speak. You want to get into more into investigation and that kind of thing.
Yes, I want to get higher up in law enforcement more than just, municipal type settings. I want to be off into it pretty deep.
Always aim high. Now, you told a very interesting and it was a hilarious story last night about your recruiting to WT. Cameron Bell on the Buffs men's team was calling the coaches so bad he wanted to be a Buffalo. You kind of took a different tack. Tell us a little bit about Coach Gerlich trying to get you out here and your trip.
Oh, gosh. When I ran into Coach Baker first, he sent a letter, and we got in contact. He spoke to Coach Gerlich. He said, well, I can't make the final decision. She's my boss. He said, so she's going to be the one to make that decision. And I said, okay. Kind of wrestled with coming, didn't really want to come. Said I wasn't coming, told Coach Gerlich I was coming on a visit, called her back, said, no, thank you, I don't want this offer. Comfort of being close to home. Got a phone call from another coach that coached me in high school. She said, are you crazy? That's like one of the top schools in the nation in Division II. And they want you to come and you're turning that down. Didn't know that I had a gym in my pocket. Came on my visit. Coach Gerlich did everything for me. Visit was great. I still was stubborn, wasn't completely sold, just completely yet. And then some of the deciding factor happened because my mom, she really fell in love with Coach Gerlich when she said that she would treat me as her own. She said, I watch after her, but also I get on tour like my own daughter. So my mom loved that. My mom loved the atmosphere. I think this is one of the best arenas that I played in, and I played in a couple over the 4 years that I played here at WT, and the fan base. And when I did some digging and research, decided, okay, this is the fit for me, academics, athletic-wise. Had no idea that I would go on to do what I did, and that was because of the teammates I had and the coaching staff that I had that helped to develop me. So had a lot of great successes here at WT that I greatly enjoyed and I hold dear to my heart.
Can you imagine what life would be like had you gone somewhere else or not?
Oh, gosh, miserable.
Well, Shaun, congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Champions.
Thank you.
It's been so special having you come back on campus. There's been a lot of laughs, a lot of stories. I know you've caught up with people you haven't seen in a while.
Yes, sir.
And just so proud not only of what you did as a Lady Buff, but what you're doing in and for the community right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hopefully it's an example to these girls that are playing now that it's possible, it's doable. A lot of hard work and dedication, but it can get done.
And now, have you had a chance to visit with the
Not
team?
yet. I will after the game.
After the game. Coach Proctor can have you speak to the team, probably a special moment for you going back in the locker room. And,
yes, because I haven't been in there since, whenever the last game was in 2015.
Well, it's going to be fun. Lady Buffs are making it fun right now with this lead. We appreciate you stopping by and visiting. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Safe travels back to Dallas, and definitely stay in touch.
Thank you. Will do.
That's Shantiqua White, class of 2021 WT Athletics Hall of Champions inductee. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half. You're watching Lady Buff Basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives. Joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center as we take a look quickly at the halftime stats before we start the third quarter. Lady Buffs shooting a nice percentage at 43%, doing a good job as well on the boards. Eastern New Mexico perfect 9 of 9 at the free throw line. And WT forced 9 first half turnovers. See how the third quarter starts. Three-point basket was a big part of the first half as well. Three-point shot as WT made 5 of those. Lauren Taylor, good little baby hook that goes in and out. Another offensive board, though, for West Texas A&M. Watchenbacher nearly throws it away, gets it back, and misses the shot. So Eastern New Mexico, they had cut this lead to 9 right before halftime, and then the Lady Buffs were able to push it back to 13. Deep three-pointer for Stice, hits the front rim. Good strong rebound by McCurdy, though. Good halftime ceremony, Kent, with the Hall of Champions. We obviously were able to visit with Sean White, but some other players. There's a good two-point shot inside made by Bella Stone. We love this time of the year, though. So many outstanding careers. I want to mention, well, we got a chance here that Brad Stark, the public address announcer, was put into the Hall of Fame last night.
Yeah, I mean, always a lot of good memories, some incredible stories, and it's especially fun catching up and learning what the people have done after they've left campus.
There's a two-point shot made by Lauren Taylor. You know, now we're officially into baseball-softball season, so there was a baseball player and a softball player put in last night, both outstanding careers for Tim DeBrule.
Yeah, Tim DeBrule, baseball's first All-American, and Renee Irwin, who the only back-to-back softball Player of the Year, National Player of the Year, led the Lady Buffs to the 2014 National Championship. At one time we said their only National Championship. Now we can say it was their first since they duplicated it last year. But Renee now serving as a hospital corpsman in the U.S. Navy.
There's a shot that will hit for Carly Matchenbacher. Three-pointer from the right side, her second three that she's made today, so 6 points for Carly.
We also inducted Paul Hart, an outstanding goaltender, 4-time LSC and South Central Region Goalkeeper of the Year. He's gone on to be a coach at the D1 level and is currently out at Stanford University. Emma Love.
For track and field cross country.
Track and field cross country, won the Elite 89 award, which is the highest GPA of a student athlete competing at a national championship event. It was called 89 because the NCAA had 89 national championships across 3 divisions. She also was an LSC individual winner in the outdoor 10,000 meters her senior year.
And then from golf,
Mickey Pearsall played lettered 3 years. We'll get this play done. Shot clock winding down.
Stone needs to put it up with 1 second. I don't think she got it off. They said she did, and Zam grabbed the rebound. Back to Pearsall.
Mickey Pearsall played golf along with his brother back in the early 70s.
Carly misses the shot, and it's a tie-up. It's going to go back to Eastern New Mexico.
Played on the PGA Tour for a few years, but then became a golf pro, running golf courses and all that. He made his mark doing that. Golf Digest recognized him a few years ago as the best golf instructor in Texas. He's a several-time won an achievement award for outstanding administration, for golf courses.
He's probably good enough he could even help you and I, our game, right?
My game doesn't exist. But he was at Pampa Country Club. He was at several country clubs in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Currently retired in Irving. Nice turnaround by Lauren. It doesn't go down. But what was interesting was all 5 of his teammates, or actually 7 of his teammates, came back for the reception last night.
That's really cool.
And one of them, Jerry Bakey, we inducted 3 years ago. So just really a tight-knit circle, but it shows what being a Buff and a Lady Buff is all about.
A lot of family support in all the different programs for Buff Nation. It's a 14-point lead right now with 6:20 to play, third quarter. Lady Buffs have led throughout this game against Eastern New Mexico. A push is going to be called from behind as Lewis was trying to gather in the post-entry pass.
The whistle for the personal
Score
foul.
updates for you from women's action in the Lone Star Conference. Angelo State has extended their lead to 8 starting in the third quarter. They lead over Texas A&M International 35-27. LCU still cruising. They lead by 13 points on the road at Aggie Gym, 36-23, third quarter. And Arkansas Fort Smith leads by 10 over St. Mary's. Good score inside for Olivia Lewis. And it's now the largest lead of the game for West Texas A&M. They lead by 16. Machenbacher, good strong steal, and she'll push ahead and be fouled.
Greyhounds foul.
The exciting thing for not only Carly but for a lot of players on this team is it's a young team. Machenbacher, a sophomore, Burgess is a freshman. You'll have Taylor back next year.
Zam's just a junior.
Zam's a junior. Haley Jansen's is a junior. And then Coach Prock, a lot of people feel like Kent, he has already put together a very strong recruiting class coming in next year.
This class coming in is going to add, I'll say, solid depth to what we see on the floor now, but there may be some young ladies that are starting.
That was a nice feed from Zam Roberts. She whipped that pass, got penetration into the paint, and then found Burgess for a soft jump shot. Jayla's been on today. Burgess, 8 points, 4 of 4 shooting. Eastern struggling. This is a 7-0 run for the Lady Buffs over 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Roberts will find Taylor. She'll set her feet.
Too much time to look at it.
The three's off the mark, but Lewis is there for another rebound. Burgess, her first miss of the day. So Eastern corrals the rebound. It's an 18-point lead. And this is what you hoped if you were Coach Prock coming off of such a big win Thursday is, hey, let's build on this thing and let's really show a strong performance in another conference game. Shot missed, and Taylor grabs the rebound. Eastern cannot buy a bucket right now. Roberts' left hand, no.
Got a little too deep under the backboard there before she made her release.
Eastern has only scored 4 points in this third quarter. That shot missed. And battling for the rebound, they're going to call WT with a foul. Olivia Lewis will pick up.
Olivia Lewis draws the foul.
Her first personal foul. That'll take us to the media timeout. 4:20 to play here in the third quarter. And Lady Buffs have built an 18-point lead, 48-30. We're back with more basketball after these messages.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
Lady Buffs shooting 41% from the field. They're holding Eastern to 25% shooting. That's started to become a theme as the season has gone on, as we see the Lady Buffs really putting the clamps down on opposing teams, making it hard to score.
They forced 10 Greyhound turnovers.
Stice's three. She had a good look from the left corner, but it's no good. And so it'll go back to the Lady Buffs. They come out of the timeout with Madison Cast, Asia Hemer, Lauren Taylor, Taylor Williams, and Haley Jansen's the lineup on the floor for WT. Eastern is 0 of its last 7 now from the field. 0 for their last 8. They just updated it. Stice runs through a pass, nearly gets the steal, but Hemer saves it. Cass will put up a shot and continue her hot scoring from the three-point line. She hits that shot with 6 seconds on the shot clock. 21-point lead for the Lady Buffs. Taylor Williams, the pass ahead to Taylor. Taylor with the take is bumped.
That's the first personal foul on WT's Sam Roberts. Check that. That's on number 11.
There we go.
It happens.
Hall of Fame announcer makes it. Mistakes too sometimes. I wanted to confirm who had the foul.
That's okay. You're in the hall. It doesn't matter, Brad.
He said Zam. No, it's not on Zam.
An AOMS trip to the line. Lauren Taylor.
Foul was on Stacy. You know how to say the last name.
2 shots.
That sends Lauren Taylor to the line, shooting twice.
A Joby away. And a free throw good for Taylor. Still a lot of basketball to be played in this season, KJ, but it is impressive when you think about it. Lady Buffs looking like they're going to improve to 9-2 in conference play, and you've got 5 more games. If they are able to take care of business, they have a chance to win a conference championship.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of basketball, though. Lauren Taylor just ran through a ball screen, so I think she's going to pick up a foul. So stay with the Greyhounds.
That's Lauren Taylor's first. Team foul number 2.
And you talk about the remaining schedule for West Texas A&M. It's not easy. There's going to be a shot inside. Count the bucket for Amon as Mimi was fouled and put it high and soft off the window. So she's got a chance to go to the free throw line here and complete a 3-point play. They're going to play the Aggies on Tuesday, the Lady Buffs are. That'll be a challenge. And then you go on the road for 2 games that appear to be what should be wins, but WT has struggled some on the road. They're going to play at Western New Mexico on February 17th, next Thursday, at St. Mary's next Monday, and then finish it up with 2 games at home, Kingsville and International.
You look at the Western New Mexico game, that is a difficult trip. You just can't get there from here. And then you've got the long trip coming back.
Stice blows a left-handed layup.
And then you've got to turn around and go down to San Antonio. Well, we saw what can happen down at St. Mary's a week ago with the men's team. Jason Martin's team, always competitive. Nothing easy there.
Here's Sam Roberts back to the floor.
Kingsville, well, I look at the conference standings, 8-3. They're 1 game behind in the loss column. The good thing there is those are home games. And then A&M International comes in for the regular season finale.
Both teams are a little out of control right now at this point. We've gone back and forth, and the ball's being fumbled around. This is going to be a whistle. They're going to call an illegal screen against Kamira Decker. Lady Buffs leading 52-33. Just under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Some pressure in the backcourt. Gregory will jump stop and then try to shoot it over Decker, but Decker uses the length and swats the shot. Eastern 1 for its last 10 from the field. 1 for 11, but a foul is called. As Decker was going under the bucket, the whistle goes against the Lady Buffs.
Madison Cass picks up her third.
You were talking about the Javelinas. There's a look at that last play as Cass picks up the foul.
It's her third.
At the Falcon Dome, we got a close one. UTPB women lead over Kingsville, 45-41. And also, I wondered if this game would be close, and it is. In Tyler, Texas today, UT Tyler only trails by 7 at the end of the third quarter to Texas A&M Commerce, who is the highest ranked nationally in the Lone Star Conference. Jason Burton's team, who we saw here in Canyon. The Lady Buffs won that one earlier this season.
One shot.
A lot of basketball, but you were talking about that UTPB Kingsville game. Season ends today. Falcons are one of those teams on the outside looking in. Just 2-9 in conference play, but they've got a lead on 8-3 Javelinas.
Three-point shot was off the mark from Himer, but Zam Roberts was bumped. I think they're going to pick up Anisha Hurst with the foul underneath. Again, when Zam is bumped, it's easy to see.
Yeah.
Because she, as I've had a few fans tell me this year, that number 11, she is tiny, but she's really good. Watch this. The shot goes up from Himer, and you'll see.
That's not a bump. That's steamrolled. I mean, you see Zam when she's not out on the floor, and she looks like a pixie. Just a small, petite young lady. And then she plays, and it doesn't matter if, she's going up against Kamara Decker, who's 6'2", or whomever. It's damn the torpedoes.
Yeah, Coach Brock has told us this. He said she is the toughest competitor that I've ever coached. Smart player, good passer. And the Lady Buffs fortunate to have her this year. Good hustle from Himer to grab that offensive board after Jansen's missed the three. Didn't draw iron, so the shot clock is down to 10 seconds. Jansen's trapped. Williams needs to put up the shot. She misses it, and Eastern collects the rebound. 20-point lead here for WT. Both teams struggling. West Texas A&M 1 for their last 8. Eastern 1 for their last 11 from the field. Stice will try to change that, and does. Hits a deep three-pointer. Big shot from Stice, who's been really the main scorer today for Eastern. She's got 11 points, but she's had to earn all of those with 3 of 13 shooting. Himer, a couple steps behind the three-point line. Splash town for Aja Himer.
With the backcourt grill 3.
Decker will turn and draw a foul against Lewis. Good post position inside for Kamara Decker.
Olivia Lewis picking up personal foul number 2. Eastern New Mexico.
So some free throws coming for Decker, who today is
at the line shooting twice.
1 out of 2. She's got 5 points to go with her 2 rebounds. And the first one rattles in and out. A reminder that we'll have the West Texas A&M men's game.
One shot.
Following this one. Second free throw good for Decker. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Burgess had an opening, but they'll move the ball around. Himer shoots it. And it's in and out. Eastern grabs the rebound. She shot that one from Zach Toussaint range. Lewis a little slow to get up on the other side, so hopefully she's okay. The play continues. Williams passes ahead to Himer. 6 seconds in the quarter. Got to go, Taylor Williams. 3 seconds. Ball tapped around. Zam will throw up a prayer at the end of the quarter. And so a little sloppy play there on the last possession, but the Lady Buffs, strong third quarter. They have built now a 19-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter. 57-38 is the score. We're back with fourth quarter action from the First United Bank Center after this timeout.
Hey, fans, if you're feeling thirsty, head out to the concession stand for an ice cold Pepsi.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Ready to start the fourth period of
what's
play.
What's that, KJ?
Hey, well, for our fans over in Portales and Clovis, that's the wagon wheel. It's been over here in Canyon for the last 3 years, and Coach Hunter Hughes wanted to graciously let our folks in silver and green know that the wagon wheel is doing alive and well over here in Buff Nation. You know, it's interesting. On the front of the wheel, they put the scores year by year.
It's a very even rivalry,
It's
isn't it?
an extremely even rivalry, but the last two have come to WT. Of course, we didn't play 2 years ago because of COVID. Last time it was over in Portales was 2018, but yeah, Coach Hughes wanted the Greyhound fans to know that we were taking good care of it.
WT foul.
Lady Buffs don't take care of the ball on the first possession, and that leads to transition opportunity for the Greyhounds. A foul is called against West Texas A&M, so it's a chance for Stacy Ajobia
First team foul in the fourth.
to make some free throws. Eastern has battled throughout this game. They played hard. They just have committed too many turnovers and have not been able to knock down shots. As that free throw is a miss for Ajobia. Chet Martin, one of the officials down there chatting with the fans. Always having a good time. Second free throw good for Eastern. So it is 57-39. They'll stay with some full court pressure. It's affected WT a little bit. And one thing, you face that full court pressure, you have a big lead. Coaches say, we'll continue to attack. If you've got layups, go take them just like that.
How about that? Yes.
Plays her best when she's in attack mode. Decker has had success in the paint. Left the shot short. Cass will take the pass from Machenbacher, fire the three, miss it, but Lauren Taylor grabs the rebound. Lady Buffs with now 11 offensive rebounds. Another turnover, though. The 12th turnover of the game committed by WT. Shot missed again inside. Burgess trying to grab the rebound over Julia Chavez. And Chavez picks up the foul.
That whistle for the personal foul on the Hounds, Julia Chavez, her first.
Head coach Megan De Los Reyes really working her team over there from the bench, encouraging them to continue fighting. Taylor, good look at a three, but missed it. Stone will push out of the pack. Step back three is good, right in front of the Greyhound bench. Big shot there for Bella Stone. And it's down to a 17-point lead. That's going to be a turnover. Taylor was trapped. And her pass out to Madison Cass was off the mark, so it's going to be Eastern New Mexico basketball. Good defense by the Greyhounds. And in this second half, the Lady Buffs have now committed 7 turnovers. Decker, this time it will fall. She goes at Cast, gets her on her heels, is fouled.
That's 4 personal fouls.
And you got to be careful here.
Don't want to let some momentum get going here.
Strong take by Decker, who now has 8 points.
Kamara Decker.
Free throw is good. They've cut it to a 14-point lead. And this full court pressure, KJ, has seemed to change WT, just the flow of the offense. Jansen spins. Can't get the shot to drop. But another offensive rebound. Good hustle. Taylor is able to save that back out to Jansen's. Haley will take a 3 and hit it. Good shot from the top by Haley Jansen's.
Haley Jansen!
It's like every time Eastern has gotten this lead down, WT's had an answer.
They have the answer, yeah. I mean, that's the mindset of this team, though. The makeup is they just don't back down. They just keep coming and fighting and scrapping. May not be the prettiest, but they're getting the job done.
WT leads 62-45. We'll step aside for a timeout. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
All-inclusive student living. Be sure to
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
Lady Buffs defensively making life difficult for the Greyhounds, holding them to 28%, 14 of 50 from the floor. Also out-rebounding Eastern 43-30. It's allowed them to build up a 62-45 lead.
See if they turn up the defense a little bit after the timeout. Stice off the ball screen, left the shot short. Good hustle by Stone to track down that loose ball, though. Grab the rebound. Another rebound for Eastern. McCurdy able to make the shot, but she's going to be whistled for an offensive foul. Lauren Taylor stood her ground in the paint.
that whistle with a player control foul on Ayana McCurdy.
As we see here on the replay.
Lady Buff basketball.
Strong play by McCurdy, but right there.
Ended well, but you don't like seeing Eastern get all those offensive rebounds.
Jansen's, they leave her wide open. Her 3 try is short. And Stice takes it to the rack. Looked like contact there, but no call. Jansen's fades and hits. Sweet shot there from Haley Jansen. She's had a good game today. Now in double figures, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. And this is an extremely balanced scoring sheet for WT. Whistle and a foul against Lauren Taylor. Zam Roberts has 7 points. Olivia Lewis has 7 points. Machenbacher with 8. Lauren Taylor has 7. Jayla Burgess, 8. Himer, 6. Jansen's 10. Madison Cast has 7. And Taylor Williams has 4.
You called off 9 of the 11 players that have been on the floor today.
And that makes it fun. I mean, when everybody's producing like that. Left-handed shot from McCurdy is no good, and a good rebound.
And it's not that some got in late and got a bucket at garbage time. They have been meaningful buckets during the bulk of the game.
Good steal by Stice, but McCurdy again sees her layup fall in and out. Jansen's, nobody steps over, so she takes a stroll in the park. Layup good there for Haley. (66-45) West Texas A&M lead. Ooh, some quickness from Bella Stone. Freshman going against Vet there with Roberts on the defense. Good shot, McCurdy. She had struggled on some of those inside shots. Takes her game outside. And was that a 2?
That was a 2.
Okay.
You know, she came in averaging 14.5 points a game. She only has 8 today.
Foul was called defensively there against Eastern New Mexico. Machenbacher.
That's her second.
It was against McCurdy. We'll take the media timeout. Come back. Lady Buffs will have the ball. They lead 66-47 over Eastern New Mexico. We're back right after these messages.
Team foul number 3.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas. Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Lady Buffs leading 66-47, shooting 40% from the floor, holding Eastern to 26%. Out-rebounding the Greyhounds by 13. They're even 9 of 26 from three-point range, 34%. I think you're almost. Let's get another 2 minutes under our belt, and then you can start looking forward to next Tuesday's game against Cameron.
Well, Natalie Stice continues to play hard. A couple of steals in this fourth quarter. She races to the other side and makes a layup.
Senior from Tahoka. Sophomore, rather.
13 points for her. Shot in the paint, in and out for Williams. They're going to go back inside to Decker. They quickly double team her, so McCurdy's left open. Anisha Hurst tries. No. Stone grabs the rebound. And the official's going to stop play, and they're going to check on Anisha Hurst. She hit the floor hard. Stops the clock with 4:19 left in this game. Check the scores in on the women's side. 62-47. Texas A&M Commerce leads by 15 points in the fourth quarter over UT Tyler.
They've opened that one up.
They did. UT Permian Basin leads by 9 over Texas A&M Kingsville women, so that would be a big one there for the Falcons. Ray Booth, if they're able to win that. Lubbock Christian on the road at Aggie Gym, no problem today. There's a bucket from Decker, ran over Madison Cass, turned and scored easily. LCU leads 68-43, fourth quarter over Cameron. And Angelo State women 74-47 win over Texas A&M International. Was this a foul here? Let's look at this last play. It's a strong take by Kamira Decker against Madison Cass. They are battling in there. Look at this.
If your team has the basketball, no, it's not a foul.
That's right. Blocker charge, right?
Yeah.
Or no call.
And there are times you just as soon not hear the whistle blow.
15-point lead for WT. Eastern continuing to play very hard. But they built a pretty big hole throughout the ball game. Lady Buffs have led nearly the entire way. Good hustle from Stone. Pokes the ball free. It'll stay with West Texas A&M. Just 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Buffs and the Greyhounds coming up after this game. Buffs looking to bounce back from a very disappointing loss on Thursday, and all losses are disappointing, but I think to a man the Buffs will say they didn't have their A game Thursday.
That's going to be a shot clock violation. Good aggressive defense by Eastern. They're going to play until the scoreboard shows zeros. It's a gritty team here that Megan De Los Reyes has in Eastern New Mexico. Ball poked free. Good steal by Zam. Came right behind Decker and was able to knock the ball loose. In transition, Lauren Taylor will pull up. Her 2-point shot is no good. Left-handed 3-point try from Hurst. Off the mark. She'll try it again, this time from the top of the key. Zam dribbling through the defense. Jayla Burgess is left open, and she hits her three. Nice shot there from Jayla. She is now into double figures with 11 points and 8 rebounds to go along with her scoring production.
She had 11 points in the first meeting between these two teams.
So Burgess in double figures along with Haley Janssens, who has 12 points. A foul is going to be called against WT on the battle for the offensive rebound.
That's personal foul number 4 on the Lady Buffs, Jayla Burgess.
And they call it against Jayla. Eastern keeps the ball.
14th foul.
Jayla will check out along with Lauren Taylor. Shot underneath, missed, and we're going to have a foul. Janssens battling for the rebound, got hit.
Kamira Decker.
I think Haley thought they called the foul against her.
I did too. that was a pretty solid.
That was a collision.
Yeah.
But it's going the other way. West Texas A&M will keep it as they have an 18-point lead. This one really has never been in doubt. Machenbacher races past the defense, feeds it to Taylor Williams for the layup. When Carly hits an extra gear, it's hard for the defense to stay with her. Stice puts up the layup. Too strong. If they can get it across, they've got numbers. Now they do. 4-on-1 break here for WT. Zam Roberts tries the three. And Hurst is able to save that rebound. Whistle and a foul as Ayanna McCurdy fell down. She was fouled. They catch Zam. Zam Roberts picks up a foul. Zam will come out. Macaulay Gregory will check in.
Greyhounds in the double bonus.
With the pace of this fourth quarter, it's really slowed down.
It has.
Think of how this game started. up-tempo, both teams running. And this fourth quarter has been a foul fest.
So WT with a win today, they will stay, it looks like, at the top. 9-2. Commerce is going to win. So they're going to be 9-2, but they're going to move up. They're going to gain one spot essentially because Cameron is losing to Lubbock Christian. Texas Woman's the other team that is at 8-2. Free throw miss, but good hustle. Eastern saves the rebound, and the 2-point tries off the mark. Jansen's lost it, was fouled.
You look at the 3 teams that the Lady Buffs are tied with at the top of the standings. They defeated A&M Commerce. They lost to Texas Woman's, and they'll play Cameron on Tuesday. So you start thinking of seedings. You want to win those games.
McCurdy has fouled out for Eastern New Mexico. Good game for her. 8 points, 9 rebounds, nearly a double-double. And that free throw good for Jansen's. Got them both.
2 points on the AOMS trip to the line.
So 73-51. Jansen's now has 14 points. It's a 7-0 run for West Texas A&M as we near the 1-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Strong performance today by the Lady Buffs. Tough shot. Good defense by Jillian Sowell, as she forced a really tough shot by Nussbaumer. Cass sees an opening, tries the left-handed layup, but it's blocked. Good steal. Gregory takes it away. And now she'll pull it back out, make Eastern come chase the ball. Gregory tries a 2, and it rattles in. Good look.
McCarley Gregory.
That shot off the mark, but a rebound inside by Nussbaumer. She misses the 2, and the rebound falls into the hands of Machenbacher. Carly will hold it. Buff Nation up on its feet, cheering for what will be a 4th straight victory here for West Texas A&M. Lady Buffs win it by the final of 75-51. Improve the overall record to 16-9, 9-2 in LSC play. We'll step aside, take a timeout, come back, and we'll have the post-game show for you from the First United Bank Center. Visit with one of the Lady Buff players and have the stats from this one, which was all home team today. Lady Buffs win it again by the final of 75-51. We're back after these messages here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular Team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA for life. This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular Team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA for life.
80 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Right here. Welcome back to the First United Bank Center post-game show as the Lady Buffs take care of business today. They win by the final of 75-51. And joining me now, Lady Buff player Jayla Burgess. Jayla, congratulations on another win. You guys are on a nice win streak right now, and we want to keep this thing going. Obviously, you're getting down to the final stretch in conference play. Talk about your performance today. You were hot out of the gate, shooting the basketball, getting the offense going. We saw the defense Thursday night against LCU with a lot of shot blocks and steals. But today you got that offense going right off the bat. Talk about this one.
I think, as you can probably see, I've been in kind of a slump these past few games with my offense. Not necessarily defense, but offense. And so the coach has said, just keep your head up. There's a break coming in. Yes, it was tonight.
Well, so. We like to see you scoring, but let's talk about the defense as well, because that's one thing that has been consistent, not just for you, but for this entire team. And Coach Prock has told me so many times, he said, the offense is going to come and go, but we know that our defense should always be steady. We saw great defense Thursday in the win over LCU. You held the Lady Shaps to 28% from the field. Even better today, you hold Eastern New Mexico to 24% shooting. Are you seeing this, in practice and then at carryover throughout the game, that everybody just continues to gain more confidence on the defensive side?
Definitely, and it's an emphasis every day at practice and the game. Like you said, the offense isn't always there, but you can count on your defense every game, so that's what we focus on.
This team, one thing at halftime on the box score that I noticed was it was a lot of balance on the scoring. It continued to be that way throughout as you finished with 11 points, 8 rebounds. Haley Jansen's had a great game as well today. She scored 14 points, had 6 rebounds, but so many players were contributing. And it seems like just watching you play, watching this team play, that every player is ready. When their number is called, whether they are starting or whether they are coming off of the bench, just like we saw with Madison Cast on Thursday against LCU. It's pretty fun to watch. It's got to be fun for the team, right?
For sure. It takes everyone, and that's something, again, that we've emphasized throughout the season. If you want to be a championship-level team, it takes everyone.
Mm-hmm. So, Jayla, you go from back to the beginning of the season when Coach Prock gets hired over the summer and takes over, and then you kind of start your fall practices. I asked him this question in pregame, so I want to kind of ask you, what were the expectations for this team before the season started? Because right now where you sit, we got 5 more games to play, and you position yourself to win a conference championship. Is this what the team expected?
I don't think we knew what to expect at the beginning of the season.
Okay.
When a new coach comes in, you just don't know. But like I said, we just pulled it out. So
one other question I want to ask you while I've got you up here to have some fun with you. are you better on the court playing basketball or with some of your artwork? I've heard about some of the things that you can do outside of the basketball court. Talk a little bit about that.
So I do furniture.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard about that. I
Yes.
refinish furniture on the side. I bought me a little storage unit in Canyon.
Okay.
And I'm out there in my free time. There's not a lot of it, but.
Talk about that a little bit. I mean, does it kind of get your mind off of things, relax you? Is it a hobby that's just fun for you?
Yeah, it's just an outlet. It's all for fun.
Okay. Well, keep playing, keep having a lot of fun on the court, keep blocking shots, keep making plays on the offensive side, and let's keep winning as well. Great job today, Jayla.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the stats for you and wrap things up from the First United Bank Center. Lady Buffs win 75-51, defeating Eastern New Mexico. We're back after this.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
Jayberg Roofing has been protecting our community for 15 years. With more than 30,000 homes and businesses protected by our roofing work, we're proud of our ability to provide efficient, lasting solutions for your roofing needs. What makes us stand out from the competition is that we work for you with dedicated team members who guide you every step of the way. That is the Jayberg advantage. Quality, experience, fast scheduling, customer rewards. We have it all. Call Jayberg Roofing today for a free inspection. We are Jayberg Roofing. We are more.
Final score today, the Lady Buffs win at 75-51. They defeat Eastern New Mexico and pick up win number 16 on the season. Improve the conference record to 9 wins and just 2 losses. As we look at the team statistics, the Lady Buffs finish the ballgame shooting 41% from the field. That included 10 3-pointers that they knocked down. They started hot and then finished hot, shooting from the perimeter. Meanwhile, Eastern New Mexico, again, held to cold shooting, 24% from the field. They made just 3 out of 17 from the 3-point line. Greyhounds were pretty good at the free throw line, though. They were 14 of 19. Lady Buffs 9 of 12. Rebounds, there were a lot of them today. Eastern with 43 rebounds, 12 on the offensive side. But the Lady Buffs had 52 rebounds, also 12 offensive boards. 16 turnovers committed by West Texas A&M, 14 turnovers committed by the Greyhounds. The points in the paint was dead even, 26-26. Big advantage for the Lady Buffs as we look at the box score was 35 bench points. 35 points off the bench scored by the Lady Buffs, just 10 for the Greyhounds. Score by quarter, WT goes 25, 14, 18, and 18. Eastern 13, 13, 12, and 13. Individually for the Greyhounds, 2 players scored in double figures, 13 points for Natalie Stice to go along with her 6 rebounds and 5 steals. Stice played a really good game today for the Greyhounds in the losing effort. Kamira Decker, 11 points, 2 rebounds. She was 4 of 6 from the field. Also getting in on the scoring mix today, freshman Bella Stone, 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 steal. 8 points and 9 rebounds for Ayana McCurdy. And Mimi Amon scored 7 points as she had 9 minutes and 55 seconds of action on the floor today. For the Lady Buffs, again, great performances from so many players. Haley Janssens leads the way with 14 points and 6 rebounds, 2 steals as well. Outstanding performance for Haley. Jayla Burgess, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And she had the hot hand in the early going. She was 5 of 6 from the field. Olivia Lewis scores 7 points, grabs 7 rebounds, and blocks 5 shots. Great defense by Olivia. 7 points for Zam Roberts, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Zam. She did a nice job distributing the ball, as did Taylor Williams. Taylor finishes with 6 points, 6 assists. Lauren Taylor scores 7 points on 3 of 12 shooting, gets 3 rebounds as well. Carly Machenbacher, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Madison Cast off the bench, 7 points, 7 rebounds, another good performance for Madison. Asia Himer was able to make 2 3-point baskets, so she scores 6 points today. And Macaulay Gregory off the bench scores 2 points in the win. Congratulations to head coach Josh Brock, his 225th overall win in his career. Most importantly, the Lady Buffs, again, improved to 16-9. Thanks so much for watching Lady Buff basketball today. I want to give a shout out to our director, Jamie Abbott. Also camera operators today for the Thunder Vision team, Daniel Kalunga, Jacob Johnson, John Erickson, and Jordan Condy. We'll be back after a short break for the WT men's action as they'll take on Eastern New Mexico. Thanks so much for watching the Lady Buffs and the Greyhounds